Good morning, everyone. How you doing today? So I'm changing the motor on my GMC Sierra, and I want to point something out to you. I'm cleaning off the intake gasket area on the cylinder head. I already got the motor in place, but let me show you something here, what I want to discuss. So here, I cleaned one side, I didn't clean the other. Now this motor, somebody had worked on it in the past. I know that it's a used motor. It ran great, took it out of another vehicle that was wrecked. But if you look closely, you could just about see the swirl marks in there from an abrasive disc. Now that's okay, they didn't go nuts, they didn't really damage anything. You could still see the swirl marks just ever so lightly in there. See that? Now on this type of gasket that goes on here, these are O-ring style gaskets. Now what do I mean by O-ring style? It may not be the technical term, but this is what I'm talking about. These are the gaskets, these are the replacements. They don't have paper or anything. Oops. They use like a rubber O-ring, and the rubber O-ring is what creates the seal. So there's no paper gasket to scrape. So when you're cleaning off something like this, the way I have this cleaned right now is perfectly fine. I'm going to do the same on this side. What I did here was I basically used a rag with brake clean on it. So just like that, the rag's got brake clean on it. You can see it's wet up here. It's brake parts cleaner that you get at a parts store. And you basically just, wipe everything down, and it'll get off the goo, the oil residue, and everything else that has appeared on there. You don't have to go crazy, because the gasket itself seals. See that outline right there? That's where the gasket actually seals. The gasket doesn't seal in here. So this is going to have no effect if you even scrape this off, because I've seen some people, they got to get this like perfectly scraped down. You don't have to. As long as the gasket surface, like up here where the gasket actually sits, that O-ring gasket, as long as that's clean, you're fine. You don't have to go nuts. So basically I'm going to do the same on that side and get that nice and clean. Like I said, just brake clean on a rag. That's really all you need. That's enough. That's abrasive enough to get it off there. Now over to the intake here. If you look, you can actually run your fingernail into the edge of this. This happens for some reason, I don't know why. It gets a carbon buildup over time that is a little more difficult to get off. And actually what I wind up doing is I take a razor blade and just gently scrape the edge of that to get that off. So you don't have to go nuts on here either. What I'll probably do is I'll probably stand this thing up and take a blowgun and blow off all the heavy residue that's on it first. And then, like I said, just go with a razor blade gently and clean them off. You don't want to gouge into the plastic or anything like that. And then just replace the gaskets and assemble and torque it the way it's supposed to be torqued. It's really not a big deal. And like I said, you don't have to go nuts with an abrasive disc. An abrasive disc can do more damage than you can ever imagine. I've seen people go with an abrasive disc on a plastic manifold and actually create vacuum leaks. You can go with an abrasive disc on a surface like on the intake on the cylinder head and create vacuum leaks. So you just got to be careful with what you're doing. Use your head basically is what it boils down to. So, all right, that's it for now. I hope you're getting something out of my videos. If you do, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. Really help me out a lot. So that's it for right now. Have a great day. Keep wrenching.